I didn't do this to you. You did this to you. Let it begin! All right, first of all, did you hear about what happened between a couple of Knickerbockers last night? Zach Randolph, 6'11", and Nate Robinson, sure you remember him running around making spectacular dunks for the Huskies of Washington when he was playing there. Now doing the same there, but they're on just an abysmal team, a team that is imploding thanks to Isaiah Thomas. And I guess during a timeout, Zach Randolph threw a cup, the giant Zach Randolph threw a cup of water at Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson threw a towel back, and the whole thing, it's just pathetic that Isaiah Thomas has completely lost control of his team, so on and so forth. But isn't this two garbage men really arguing at this point about who's a better garbage man? You're both on an atrocious team, and you both should be ashamed of yourselves. Don't you have better things to do than throw cups of water at each other? Knicks, some call you, I call you jerks! All right, this one hits close to home for me. Many, many moons ago, you've heard me extol the virtues of Coach Bob Knight. I went to school at Indiana University. And what was it, 7 years or so ago, some hooey nonsense and applesauce came out that Neil Reed, one of the players, said Coach Knight choked me, and this started a spiral that couldn't be stopped, and Coach Knight was shown the door, much to my dismay and to the dismay of thousands, nay, millions of Indiana Hoosier and Coach Knight fans. And they went with Mike Davis, and now they brought in Kelvin Sampson, who was supposed to right the ship of the Indiana Hoosier program there. And instead, he has brought shame to it. He has shamed the program with cheating, and now he's going to be shown the door. And I couldn't be happier that I turned my back on the program. When they fired Coach Knight, it was a hard decision, but I turned my back on the program, and it looks like I was right because Kelvin Sampson has brought shame to the program, and that is why he is a jerk! Did you watch Lost? Did you watch Lost on Thursday nights? I love it. It's a great show. It's a great show. But they did a move that seemed beneath them. You usually see this on hokey movies and TV shows. It's the move Saeed. You know Saeed, the guy who tortures people. Right. In the episode, he was dealing with not one but two dead people. He had to deal, and it was that move where they die with their eyes open thing. You know how that happens? You know, in movies and TV, people have their eyes open, and so somebody walks up to the body. And it used to be in movies, they used to put their fingers on the two eyes and they would push the eyeball shut. Then lately they've gotten real lazy with it. And now it just basically, it looks like, you know, now they do it with just their hand, one hand wipe over the face. And now they're getting to a point where it just looks like you could just wave your hand in the general vicinity of the body, the upper half of the body, and that's going to close the eyes. That's fake. That doesn't work. Come on, Lost, you're better than that. Lose that. And if you don't, you're going to continue to feel this thing week after week. Lost. Jerk! All right, let's lighten things up with the get-out-of-jerk-free card here. Now, not unlike the get-out-of-jail-free card that you get in Monopoly, this will buy you out of any future jerky behavior. Got a nice full list here. As a matter of fact, today, which pleases me. First of all, I'd like to say there is a potential get-out-of-jerk-free card to be had by Indiana University. I just spoke to them, and here's how they could get one. Hire Coach Knight. Bring him back. Do the right thing. This is what we need. Everybody talks. Everybody gets up on Mount Pius and weighs in. I would never let my son play for a guy like that. Well, guess what, people? Your son isn't going to get to play Big Ten basketball in all likelihood. So forget that and just focus on college basketball. Do you like to watch college basketball? Yeah, you do? Guess what? It's 100 times better when Coach Knight's involved in it. We need Coach Knight back in the sport. It's a good thing, and if Indiana University hires him, they will get a get-out-of-jerk-free card, but since they haven't done that yet, they can't have it. In the meantime, who does get one? First of all, Steve Nash. In this day and age where people shoot each other for each other's sneakers, $150, $200 sneakers. Steve Nash at the All-Star game wore some recycled basketball shoes made from old shoes. I thought that was a cool thing, so he gets a get-out-of-jerk-free card, even though he's playing your Lakers as we speak. And secondly, the get-out-of-jerk-free card, this is an important one for him because he's got 2 strikes against him, and once he gets that third strike, as anybody knows, you go into the Jerk Hall of Shame, and there you shall stay for the rest of your days and beyond. And this week it goes to Joyless Joey, as a matter of fact, because he's down in the dumps about his lady leaving him for a woman, and he feels low about himself. But again, like I've said before, he's burying the lead here. Yeah, fine. So he had a three-way, and the two women ran off with each other and left him in the dust. But forget that part.
Right.
You were with two women at one time. This is the dream of all men. Hit it, Dick Banks.
I just felt it wasn't working out between the two of us, and it would be best if we both parted ways.
Joey met a girl and had some good times. Then it turned out that this girl, she was bi.
I really felt a special connection with Scarlett.
They brought in a third, and then she pushed him out. The two girls are together, and Joey's left to pout.
Joey, are you crying?
But Joey
and I had some great moments together.
You had a three-way.
We experienced some firsts.
You had a three-way.
What man wouldn't want to?
Yeah, you had a three-way.
I was ready to give my heart to her, and you know, once you make that commitment to yourself, you just can't let it go after 4 or 5 days.
Oh, so pathetic. But listen, did you hear what Dick Banks had to say? You had a three-way, Joey. Good for you. All right, back to the jerks. All right, I brought this one up last week, and I want to get to it because I've been remiss. This one gets me down. I'm a father. I have a 9-month-old little girl at home. She's cute as can be. That's an objective opinion. I can, as much as I can be unbiased about it, she's sweet as can be. And say you can just hear in her laugh what a delight she is. Now, here's the problem. As you go out and you become a parent, a lot of other people have babies that are in your age range, and then you meet them at parties, people at family functions. Now, everybody brings their kids along, too, and it's nice when I bring little baby Oprah along because she's cute and fun and laughs a lot and all that sort of thing. But other people bring their kids. And first of all, just because I'm a fan of my kid doesn't mean I'm a fan of kids, and your kids in particular, especially when you have an ugly baby. I've gone to parties and there are ugly babies there, and it puts me in an awkward spot because I have to say the kid's cute. They say, "Oh, you're cute. Oh, your little kid is cute," and then I have to say back, "Oh, yeah, your kid's cute too." When we all know she ain't cute. We all know he is an ugly little kid, and you're making me a liar. I don't like to lie. You put me in a terrible spot there, and do me a favor, just leave the kid at home so she can have some work done. I think that's like 16. 18, something like that, you can start being cut on, fix her up real good. And the other one, while I'm at it, is I don't like it when people who haven't had babies yet but want to have babies, they say, "Oh, you trying to have a baby?" And they say, "Oh, no, we're trying. No luck yet, but we're having a lot of fun trying." Laugh it up. Guess what? You're all jerks. So are the ugly babies, too. Jerks! I don't want to be too rough on the ugly babies. I hope the Han Solo... You winged them a little bit, right? Didn't you, Dick Banks?
Just a little bit.
They just felt it on their bottom?
Sure.
All right, a little baby rash is what their parents will think. We don't have enough problems now. This ugly little cretin's got some mark on its butt. Oh, that's the Han Solo edition blaster. I want to clear that up. Anyway, all right. With all that, let's get to the creep of the week. Creep, creep, creep of the week, of the week. He or she is the creep of the week. All right, this was a no-brainer. I talked about it at the very start of the show yesterday, and I'm going to bring it up again. I'm on my way to the office, and I'm driving down the road, and it's a 2-lane street there. One car goes one way, the other car goes the other, and I'm going, and I notice the guy's drifting a little bit over the median, and it's tight quarters, so I start to slow down a little bit. All of a sudden, next thing I know, my driver's side window flies off the car, as does his, and I say, "What the hell's wrong with you, you lunatic?" I get out of the car immediately, enraged, and he gets out, and he's Middle Eastern of some sort. He's wearing a yarmulke, I think, and he starts saying, "You driving too fast." I said, "What are you talking about driving too fast, you loon? I wasn't driving fast. You were driving like a maniac." And then his parents, who are there, come over. This guy's 40 years of age. His parents come over, and they hear him saying, "You driving too fast." And they say, too fast to me. And I'm like, "Get out of here. You didn't even see what happened. How dare you talk to me like this?" And so we're going back and forth, and I'm on the phone with the cops, and he's on the phone with the cops, and he's accusing me to the cops of not being willing to exchange information. And I said, I'm talking to the cops. I want them to show up to see what you did. And he said, you going to give me your information now, your driver's license? He's not willing to do it. He's telling the police. He's telling on me some lies that, he was driving 50 miles an hour. 50 miles an hour? Are you out of your mind? On a little residential street? So his parents, I banished them. I say, please get out of here. Please go. And I said, what is it? He said, all I can say is the guy who clipped me says, all I can say is, thank God there were witnesses here. And I said, witnesses? Those are your parents. And he said, if that's what you want to call them. And I said, you maniac, get out of here. And I said, first of all, what kind of vain human being points out the fact, you think God put your parents there to witness our little fender bender? You ridiculous, vain creep, you. And then we exchange information. We finally do all that. And he says, well, it's a new car. The registration, go to get in the glove compartment. So he's being reluctant with that. And he goes into the glove compartment. And now I'm starting to realize he's in there a little too long. And I'm not xenophobic or anything, but he's a scary dude. And he's freaking me out a little bit with all his threats. And he seems insane and everything. So I'm thinking maybe he's packing heat. So I decide, do the wise thing here, Dave. Back away about 25 feet from the car, just in case. Just be safe. So I back way far away. I have a wide berth, so when he comes out of the car, if he has a piece in his hand, I can take off running. And so he emerges without the gun, thank goodness. But if he had, he better have hit me with that shot because I was gone. Otherwise, he would have one clean shot. And then I was thinking about the movie thing. You know, when you get shot in a movie, when you're running away from somebody, you always get shot in the upper thigh, the back of the thigh, and you take that limp, and now you just keep going, and maybe you fall down and you tell whoever you're with, go on, save yourself, go on without me. It didn't come to that, but this lunatic accused me, and by Farzad, if you're out there, you may recoup some money. I hope you have to pay for my window as much as yours. Thank God, whoever you want. Thank whoever you want for this. You're the creep of the week.
The Jerk List with Dave Dameshek reporting.